Peace, peace, peace. Rami Salam Mel here. Thank you for joining us. You who doubt whether I, the Prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know law, in the city hall and among the officials in your government, and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply, for they are glad to see me bring you out of darkness into light. Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This lesson is going to be clearing up the spookism on what a prophet is. And is Noble Drew Ali a prophet? Yes, in fact he is. How so? Let's find out. Prophet, noun, from Latin propheta, one that foretells future events, a predictor, a foreteller. In Scripture, a person illuminated, inspired, or instructed by God to announce future events, as Moses, Elijah, David, Isaiah, etc. 3. An interpreter, one that explains or communicates sentiments. And this is coming out of American Dictionary of the English Language, Noah Webster, 1828. There's nothing spooky about that. One who foretells future events. Oral statements and prophecies of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's continue reading. Next up, the Oxford Universal Dictionary. One who speaks for God or any deity as the inspired revealer or interpreter of his will. Sometimes applied to those who preach or hold forth in a religious meeting. Here we are. In a non-religious sense. In non-religious sense. The accredited spokesman, proclaimer, or preacher of some principle, cause, or movement. 1848. Let me read that again. In non-religious sense, meaning non-religious. The accredited spokesman, proclaimer, or preacher of some principle, cause, or movement, such as the Moorish Divine and National Movement. Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Therefore, one who foretells what is going to happen. Oxford Universal Dictionary. Last but not least, the Random House Dictionary of the English Language, 2nd edition, unabridged. Prophet. I'm going to just get right down to number 7. A spokesperson of some doctrine, cause, or movement. For the record, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And the principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Once again, oral statements and prophecies of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali was a prophet of law, order, and governmental principles. He set up Moorish missionaries and temples as vehicles to achieve those ends. The nature of the above-mentioned institutions have a Rotarian complexion, are to help in the great missionary outreach program founded for the great moral, ethical, spiritual, and economic cause for the uplifting of fallen humanity. While Noble Drew Ali declared that he is a universal prophet, he also distinctly declared that he came to the Moors of North America because we needed him the most. Therefore, it must be recognized and accepted that his works, teachings, and instructions were not meant to be limited to a few select persons. Prophet Ali's works, teachings, and statements are not to be suppressed, held back, nor hidden from the masses of the natural peoples of the land. He said, "Come all ye Asiatics of North America and hear the truth about your nationality and your birthrights." Islam, or Hotep. I just wanted to read a couple of the prophecies. I brought you everything it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. When he said that, the prophet was holding up a holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America and a questionnaire to show the books we need to save ourselves with. We'll go down to number 14. If the European be just, they would have an Asiatic vice president. And if they had an Asiatic president, they would have a European vice president. Foretelling future events. Who's the president of the United States? Barack Obama, Asiatic. The vice president is Mr. Joe Biden, European. This is Drew Ali, so back in 1920s. Alright, I'll continue. Here's one I love. Children, you are just plain rich. This is true. This is true. When we wake up and realize, it's amazing. Let's see. I didn't tell anyone where I was born at or who my parents were because I didn't want my people to make a shrine out of that place or make over my parents like was done with Joseph and Mary. Chicago, Illinois is going to be our new Mecca. Think about that for a moment. What's going on in Chicago? You're trying to turn it into a war zone, right? Chirac. No. Mecca. And those people right there, they're going to be the ones to protect Mecca. You see? Once we realize and we wake up and stop fighting ourselves. I'm going to close out with this one. The Moors were once a seafaring people and fed the world. The time was going to come when we would go back and feed the world again. It's on us. It's time we wake up. Be who we are. And with that I say I love you. Peace.